Minister, you've just had a visit to Harlow Museum. What are your impressions?
Well, it's been fantastic, actually. In what is a relatively small space, there's so much to see. And the interpretation's really fascinating as well. So there's human stories here, talking about local people, all the firsts that have happened in Harlow, which are all new to me, and some really great exhibitions, including Roman artifacts and so on. So as I've been told by Rob and others, we may be having 75 years, but there's a lot of history here in Harlow, and it's all to see here. So fantastic. And then, of course, the walled garden as well. I mean, it's beautiful already at this time of year, so I can just imagine what it must look like in the spring and summer. So, well worth a visit. I'm really glad I was able to come by.
It's great that you'd be able to come here. You're great seeing the work and the transformation that the team here have done.
Yep.
But what can you do you've had a listening session here, but what can you do for museums like Harlow?
Well, you're right, actually. The team here are absolutely fantastic, the staff and also the volunteers, and we do rely on volunteers in a lot of places like this, and we really appreciate their effort. But the enthusiasm of the staff is great as well here. They really enjoy what they're doing, and that comes across, and that makes the visitor experience even more exciting and interesting. But what we can do, there are various pockets of government funding through our arm's length bodies, and many of it lottery funding. So, for example, Arts Council England, National Lottery Heritage Fund, Communities Fund, and so on. So places like this can apply for those funds. No guarantee they'll always get them, but I think here I've heard a really good story about some initiatives and projects that they're interested in doing. So put in that application, and that goes for many other institutions as well, and bodies around. If you do need some support, whether it's art, culture, heritage, all of these things, that's what those funds are there for. But you do need to apply. So go online, look at the eligibility criteria, and then put in that application.